Hi guys, I'm Sade and welcome back to Soul Revival, the podcast. I am so excited for today's episode because it was improvised. I had a specific topic I wanted to talk about with you guys and I'd planned it all. And then this morning I woke up and I checked my emails. I checked my work phone, which I shouldn't have, and something very stressful happened. And this was within maybe 10 minutes of me waking up. And that's a specific time for me that is I try to keep it just to myself. It's a very, very special time that I do not want to be disturbed. And I know it was my fault for checking my emails and my phone. But something highly stressful happened. And I want to work with you guys and show you ways that you can handle stress and work through it so that it doesn't ruin your day. I think this is very important, especially in today's society where even getting in the underground in London and being a bit late for work can create a lot of stress in your body. And we experience so much in our day-to-day that it's very important to understand what it is that your body needs, what it is that you have to give yourself, how you can process the energy, how you can release it, and how you can just flow and not let the stress stay stagnant in your body, because stress, as we all know, is one of the leading causes next to sugar to a lot of problems that we're suffering with today. So I just want to go through a bit what we're going to do today, a bit of a structure so that you know what we're going into. I will be talking about a few of my personal experiences with stress and personal experiences with being burnt out and how I've moved through those in the past. I want to talk about what happened today and what I did today. And then I'm going to share with you guys some tips on how to understand in yourself what you can do to move through stress. And the exciting part of the exercise, I don't know if I should slap, maybe I'm still getting used to the microphone, so I hope it's okay. I've taken the beads out because I realized in the last few episodes you heard a lot of that sound, and we're not an SMR channel yet, so yeah, remove those for you guys. And yeah, the second, we're going to do a big exercise where we'll do EFT tapping. That way you can reduce the stress level instantly. And we're going to do a clearing exercise where you will be needing pillows, a mattress, a bed, something, because we will be punching. And I literally had to tell the studio that I was going to do this because I did not want to check the cameras and think that I'm having a crazy attack. So I've got one pillow here and that should be enough. If not, I can grab the other. So we're going to be able to, you're going to need a private space for the exercise. You feel free to pause and come back to it whenever. But if you're going to do it now, you'll just need some space. Maybe if you're around people, like warn them that this is happening if you're in your room so that they don't think that you're... Actually, who cares if people think that you're crazy? That's just on them. But maybe warn somebody so they're not thinking that you're actually in needing of help, because you're going to want about maybe 15 minutes where you're not disturbed. So put your phone in do not disturb and let's get started. So the past few years I've experienced, I'd say maybe once or twice, a severe burnout to the point where my body was physically shutting down. And I've learned a lot from these experiences in particular. So what is a burnout? A burnout is when, and then we'll go through what is stress as well. A burnout is when you have been exposed yourself to high levels of stress over long periods of time and your body is no longer coping, which means that your body will start to, and this is my definition of it from experiences. You can probably Google it and it will say something similar along the lines. Your body basically starts shutting down and showing you the physical signs of the stress that you have been piling up on top of you, and it's been bottling up. So your burnout is when you've reached a level where you're about to explode and you're exploding. And what it looks like for different people, it can manifest in different ways. It could look like you not being able to function for weeks, as in you barely have no energy to get out of bed. Your hygiene is not the best, like you struggle to wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth, wash your clothes. It can look like having lots of breakouts, really dry skin, your lips chapping. It can look differently for different people, and that's just the physical side of it. You can start getting pains, you can lose your hunger, or you overeat. You can have weight changes. There's a lot of side effects to burnout, and for me, I think the biggest ones that I'm not going to say normally, because I'm not going down that route anymore. I'm not going to reach a burnout, because I will see the signs before we get to that point. But my previous signs, for example, when I know I'm going through a major burnout, is being so tired that I can just cry at any moment. Being so tired and my head hurts and I have massive migraines and I can't focus, and my heartbeat is constantly, like I can feel my heartbeat in my throat, and I just feel on edge. My shoulders hurt, my neck is tight, my muscles will just hurt even after doing a small little bit of exercise. So we all have different ways that our body is showing us, please stop, like just stop. Like our body is screaming to us constantly, or it starts with whispering until the screams are so loud that you literally physically cannot. And my last burnout happened with me then going to hospital for a week. So let me tell you about this story. I was in 2024, 2023 is when I went to the hospital. Okay, so end of 2022, I broke up with my ex and I moved back to Sydney because I wanted to focus on my creative pursuits, and I started studying art therapy. So I took on a full-time project of studying. I moved to a new city. Initially, I was living with my friends because I couldn't afford rent. As I literally just quit everything, moved from Perth to Sydney. I probably had $400, $500 left in my name. So my friends, thank you guys, let me stay at their place. And then I just started working full-time. But I didn't get one job, I got 2 jobs. So I was working probably around like 5 to 6 days a week full-time, sometimes 2 shifts in one day between the 2 jobs. And then I said, well, I moved back to Sydney to do my creative things, so let's start doing creative projects. And I started working with my other friend who was doing some photo shoots, helping out with events. And then obviously I thought, oh my God, I want to get my abs back. So then I started going to a dance class twice a week and then to the gym. So basically from maybe like December, that's when everything started piling on top of each other. And I also got a weekend job. So I was working in festivals, and that was very stressful itself. And all of this piled up for about 6 months where I was doing so much. I loved it, but I was doing way too much. I think I was even scheduling the hours that I could sleep. I was scheduling that, like, in this half an hour I can eat. Like I can have breakfast and then I have to go and do stuff. And it got so much to the point where I was so in my mind and not in my body, and not present and not mindful, that my body was in autopilot. And I just got by until we got to May, where I went on tour for my job, for a festival that I worked at. And I was working maybe, I think it was every day. I think it was every day a week for 3 weeks. Long hours, super hard work. And this was after months of, my routines. People will laugh at my calendar. I can actually show you now what my calendar looks like just because of work. But what it used to look like, it's hectic. This is my calendar right now. So you see what I mean? There's just so much going on, and it's not a pattern. Don't worry, I'll explain to you later what's changed. Yeah, and then I got to the tour and it was hectic. I was exhausted, but I had to push through, keep going. As soon as I landed, 3 days later, I went traveling for a month to relax, and I went to Vietnam to relax. And 2 days in, I'm already scheduling my whole trip itinerary, trying to make the most of it. Then I met somebody, so I decided last minute to fly to Thailand. So then I had to visit a new country, and I added more stress to that. And I was just meant to relax for 1 month. And do you know what happened? By the end of it, the last 3 days that I was there, the last 3 days that I was in Vietnam, I met somebody, and those 3 days I was meant to just relax and chill. But obviously I didn't, because I was excited about having met this person that I liked. And I don't think I slept more than, we were out all day. That's why I haven't slept for 3 days. I just realized what I said. I didn't sleep for 3 days, maybe more than 2-3 hours a night, because we were going out around town. And change the subject. Yeah, so when I landed back in Sydney, I was exhausted, not even Gucci bags under my eyes, exhausted, so burnt out. And this holiday, I was just meant to relax. And yet again, I got so excited about everything, and I prioritized experiences over my own self, my own body. And now that I look back at it, I feel like I just want to give a hug to younger me, because even though it's just been a year, I feel like I've changed so much. I just want to give her a hug and just say, slow down. You will experience it all. Just take care of yourself. Put yourself first. And yeah, when I got back to Sydney, my immune system would have been weak from the lack of sleep, the lack of rest, and not eating properly as well, because I was always on the go. And I ended up getting a kidney infection. I don't know if I got a bacteria from the food, I think from some sort of food that I ate. And I got a severe kidney infection, but because I went straight into work right after I landed, 2 days later, and I got my period, which is another time where my body was weaker and needed to rest and recover, I went straight into working full-time, long hours, and I just did not acknowledge any of the pain. I just thought, you know what, it's my cramps, it's my period, because you know how us women we're taught that it's fine, you can just do cartwheels. That's what the tampon ads say. You can do cartwheels on your period. But no, it's a time where you're meant to be resting, because your body is going for a huge transformation. Anyway, I ended up at work shaking one day, and I almost passed out, and I had to get a taxi to the hospital to then find out I had, I think, 39.7 fever, very high fever. The kidney the infection, it was something like a UTI sort of moved into my kidneys, and then they found it in the blood as well. And that turned into me for a week being in hospital, because we didn't know if the bacteria was going to respond to certain antibiotics they gave me. Because apparently the strand of bacteria that I have, which I've now found out this year, is actually one of the top leading causes of in the US from food. So I'm grateful I'm still here. Yeah, anyway, long story short, after that week in hospital, I thought, oh my God, okay, I'm gonna go home and rest, I'm gonna take care of myself. 1 week in, after being a whole week under a lot of medication in hospital, because clearly there was something wrong, I'm just thinking, okay, well, I need to start working out again. I need to, start doing things. And I started going on a coastal walk when I was living in Sydney. And then I thought, oh, I'm so tired. Why am I sleeping 12 hours a day? Long story short, this infection that I had stayed for about a month and a half, 2 months, because it then came back and I went back to the hospital. And this was my body saying shut down. It was saying to me, just stop. Nothing else matters more than you right now. And even with my recovery, I just kept pushing through and trying to keep going. But sometimes you just need to stop. Sometimes you just need to slow down, and you just really, really, really need to take care of yourself and prioritize you. Nothing else matters if you're going to die. Nothing else matters if you're putting yourself into so much stress and so much pain and so much physical damage. Nothing else is worth more than you. So that was a big lesson for me, and one of the reasons why I decided to move back to the UK so that I could stay at home and not have to work for rent and not have to go back into all of these projects and just relax and just take care of myself for a few months. And honestly, I feel like I'm thriving right now. I feel so energized, and I feel selfish. Like I've been able to prioritize myself, prioritize my needs, prioritize everything that I can feel in my heart is what I need right now. Nothing else matters. It can be paused, it can be postponed. It's not that deep. My friends will laugh because I say it's not that deep quite a lot. So, okay, this is one of the biggest lessons for me into understanding my body and understanding what are these whispers that we're hearing before you get to the point of your body has shut down and you're in severe health issues or so much stress that you can't even function anymore. So my biggest way to learning how to go through that has been understanding my heart. I had the help of someone really special to me, and she helped me learn to listen what my heart is communicating to me. So it started with small exercises. For example, I'd wake up, just meditate for half an hour, listen to calming sounds, something that could like bring my cortisol levels down in the morning, and just breathe and take it slow, and just anything that would pop up, I'd postpone it. I would not check my phone for a few hours, and then sit and wait for a voice inside of me to say something. And if the voice said go to the beach, no matter how tired I was, if something inside of me said go to the beach, I went to the beach. And when I went to the beach and swam in the water, I understood why I needed to do that. Because your body will tell you everything that you need to heal if you listen. The next day, I needed to eat. Eating became such a stressful thing for me that I would eat and have so many like digestive issues and not eat mindfully. Like I just eat my food, go to work. It's probably not even digested and I'm already walking around everywhere. So with food, that's something I had to rediscover and relearn how to eat in a way that's not impacting me stressfully. So I would wake up and I think, what does my body crave? And this was in the healing process from the hospitalization, where I was trying to eat all the healthy stuff, everything that I needed to flush out the bacteria, blah, blah. And I was thinking, nothing is working. I'm eating everything I'm meant to be eating. I'm still sick. What's going on? And then I just learned to listen to what my heart needs. So I would wake up and see, what do I need? And then I would feel in my mouth like the taste of papaya. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have to literally walk 15 minutes to the shop. But then I said, no, my body is saying to me, she's saying to me, I need papaya. So I went to the shop, got papaya, ate papaya for a few days and felt so energized from eating what my body was telling me. Then I would sit there, okay, what can I have for lunch? And this is where you need to learn with these exercises to understand whether it's a craving because you're just craving, you're addicted to foods or like certain foods like sugar, if that's a craving, or if it's something that actually your body's telling you need. So for example, sit there and think, okay, what do I need for lunch? And I just have a feeling of, or a vision, and I'd say maybe broccoli, and then you can ask yourself, broccoli with what? And then you just ask your body, just ask and say, what do I need with my broccoli? What do I need? Protein? Do I need? You can even journal and it will come to you. Broccoli with salmon. Then I would eat that. And I would eat that for like a few days. So then you can still meal prep and not have to just buy and cook every meal. But you could just tune into your body by listening to what you're saying. And that's how you'll slowly heal. A burnout. That's how you slowly heal. I forgot what I was saying. How you slowly heal from a burnout is just re-nourishing your body. So you start from within. You start with the food. You start with what sort of exercise. And I don't mean working out. I mean like gentle things you can do for your body to get back into the not the routine, but in the flow. Get back in the flow of things. And then eventually I started to get to know myself more and understand what my needs are. And now in this day, I've applied everything that I've learned from this experience, and I can sit down now to you and give you what you need to know to recover from stress. We haven't gone into yet how to have a more sustainable and peaceful existence. This is just the stress recovery side on the physical aspect. So now what I've learned is food-wise, food, exercise, and sleep. We all know these are the fundamentals to having a healthy body and healthy existence. But food I'll go through a few examples. Exercise, I'll go through examples, and sleep. Let's start with sleep. So if you're used to having a very busy life, sleep is the one that I feel like gets postponed the most. And this is where you have to have strict boundaries with yourself and really say, okay, I need, for example, women, studies have been shown that we actually need 9 hours of sleep for our hormones to rebalance. And men can survive, I think, on 6-7 hours because they have a different hormonal cycle. So for me, I'm a woman, so I'm looking at 9 hours, and I say, okay, I need 9 hours of sleep every night. Anything that's going to interfere with this can wait. And this is especially important in the recovery process. If now I skip 1 or 2 nights, I'll make up for them the next day. So 9 hours, what does that look like? So if I want to wake up at 6, then that means 6, then add 3 more hours, 9 p.m. So if I want to wake up at 6, I need to go to bed at 9. And I know that it takes me about an hour to fall asleep. Like I need to have an hour in bed where I can de-stress and just not think about anything. So that means by 8 p.m. I need to be in bed. Now I know that's not super realistic with all of our schedules, but then do you want to take care of your body? Because if you look at your screen time, you'll probably have 6 hours on your phone. So if you can reduce that 1 extra hour, take it away from Netflix or something like that, that although instantly may satisfy you, may make you think that you are more relaxed, is not actually giving you the basis for your body to function, which is sleep, food, and movement. So just prioritize the sleep. And I cannot stress this enough. If you can't wake up at 6 and you can wake up a bit later, or if you can't put aside the 10 hours from 8 to 6, you don't have to. It's just me that I need a long time to fall asleep. But I'll try and be in bed at 9 with lights off and not on my phone anymore. So then by 10ish, I'll fall asleep. And even if I wake up at 6 and I fall asleep at 10, that's still 8 hours of sleep. So I try to have this gap of non-disturbed time. Then the next one for me is the morning. I need about an hour. I can I've narrowed it down to an hour. Before it used to be 2-3 hours where I do not speak to anyone. That's why I would wake up at 5 or 6. Now I can just do it in 1 hour where I'll listen to some calming sounds, or I'll just have time to decompress everything that's happened at night. And that is very important, because if you start your day without having your own routine of mindfulness, you will start with noise already in your head. Especially if you go into work and you have meetings, you have to think and plan stuff. It's very important, even if it's 10 minutes that you can put aside to yourself and just sit there in quiet. listen to the sounds, I don't know, of nature, or just listen, or just look at a painting that you like, just for 10 minutes. And this is especially important for those people that are not yet skilled with meditation. I can't lie, meditation doesn't always work for me. So what I do is I will just sit and play bird sounds, bird noises, rain sounds, and just sit there on my bed and just breathe, make a lot of deep breaths, and that's it. If you see a thought coming through and you start thinking, oh my God, I need to like do this and that, just say, okay, thank you. Acknowledge the thought and say, not now. This is my time. And you just have to speak with yourself. The next one is movements. So I used to work out crazily at periods of time where I was boxing, dancing, gym, running, like doing so much high intensity cardio, and my body was so stressed. Like I could feel the cortisol in me and the adrenaline from all of these exercises, and I was completely sore and fatigued. I wasn't losing weight, although I was on a deficit, although I was working out so much. I was just so tired. I would show up to the dance classes extremely fatigued. And then I swapped and I said, okay, all right, I need to work, because we all know how exercising is very important for your hormones, your endorphins, your happiness, your mental health. It's your sleep quality. It's 2024, guys. We all know that we need to work out. But the way you do it, that's what's effective. The past 6 months, I've learned to just do a slower paced, half an hour, 20 minutes, 3 times a week. And the change is I've been able to lose so much weight in the past 6 months by reducing my stress body and my stress levels in my body and exercising in a more chilled way. And I'm so shocked because I've spent hours and hours and hours and so much energy working out, and to find out that the thing that's been the most effective so far is slow paced exercises, maybe 3 times a week, and going walks. So now the exercise that I do is, I say exercise because I don't class as exercise now, I class it as a necessity. So it's like a priority for me. I'll go on a nature walk for 40 minutes, for an hour, or I will put on my songs that I like and I'll just dance in my bedroom, and I'll do maybe like a 5-minute core exercise or 10 minutes. And by the way, this is for your stress-free recovery period. Like if you're trying to bulk up at the gym, you obviously need to do certain weighted exercises or something. Or if you're trying to lose a lot of weight and you want to do cardio, you're gonna have to do that, yes. But if you want to have a sustainable balance with reducing your stress and your inflammation in your body and having also movements, that's a great way. People say yoga. If you can do yoga, yes. I broke my wrist, I have a metal plate, and I try to do some positions, but then it will end up injuring my wrist more. And I find yoga stresses me out even more. So I've found my own ways of doing it. Next is food, where when you learn, as I mentioned before, how to listen to whatever your voice is saying. And then when you really want to get into it, reduce the foods that create inflammation in your body. So this is where you discover what for example, I am half Italian, part Jamaican, part Nigerian. So that's my DNA, which means certain foods work for me, certain foods don't work for me. I listen to my diet, like culturally, what is the diet in these countries that I originate from genetically, and I study and learn that. So a Mediterranean diet works really well for me if I remove the gluten. If I remove all of the dairies except for Parmesan is really fine for me, goat cheese, love, but the softer dairies don't really work for my body and it causes inflammation. Eggs I've cut out. I started eating meat again, which I didn't used to eat, but half of my origins, we eat, like in Nigeria and Jamaica, we eat meat, we eat fish, we eat plenty of that. So I went back from being vegan and veggie on and off for like 8 years, I think, to now I literally eat meat every other day or almost every day, and fish. I Sardines are really good for your brain, which helps with the stress. That's the other thing. The foods that you should be eating to improve your cellular, is that how you say in English? Your cellular connections in your brain, which get damaged from stress. You need foods with omegas and fats. So avocados, and it's the healthy fats like avocados, olive oil, cook with coconut oil instead of vegetable oil. Do not use vegetable oil. That's very inflammatory in your body. Nuts, walnuts, pecan nuts, and sardines, oysters, mussels, the chia seeds. So I have every other day a glass of warm water with chia seeds, maybe 2 spoons of chia seeds and half a lemon, squeeze it, mix it, let them expand, and then just drink that. That's been really helpful. So yes, so those are the 3 bases of how to heal your body through that. Now, in today's world, I get that we're all stressed and we have so much to do, but also you don't have to be stressed if you can prioritize yourself daily, or creating exercises where you come back to yourself constantly. And we'll go into the exercise soon, but I just wanted to share what happened this morning. Something popped up at work that made me really stressed, and I had an hour to get ready, and I wanted to look good for my videos. I just like style and I like expressing myself with that. So I just wanted to shower, choose my outfit, do my makeup nicely. And I didn't want to be rushed, because when you're rushed, your body thinks it's in fight or flight. So it'll produce more adrenaline, it'll produce more cortisol. So then your body is stressed. And I didn't want that. I like a soft existence. And so I try my best to add an extra hour to my morning routine if that means I have an extra hour to do something that will take me 5 minutes, but I can do it slowly. And so this morning, something that was very important to me was to not let that affect me and not go back to the pattern of my day is ruined today because of this person doing that or this person not doing that. My day is ruined because this happened. And there's 2 ways I do it. One is I look at myself in the mirror, take a deep breath, and I say, I love you. Everything is going to be okay. We're going to get through this. And just stare at yourself in the mirror for 3 to 10 seconds, however long you need, and just tell yourself what you need. Just say, it's okay, I got you. We're not alone. We can do this. Second thing is, the second thing is I put music on, or I do something that I need to relax. This is not the second thing, this is an additional one. The second thing, I just put some music on, I put my Doja Cat on, and I said, okay, I have 3 minutes to put a song and calm myself down. What can I do to release some tension right now? Because I literally started crying from the stress. What can I do? So I just put 3 minutes, I'm going to cry for these 3 minutes, let it all out, scream, punch the wall, which is an exercise we'll do soon, and that's it. And the third thing is, if you see your day as 24 hours and you think my morning is ruined, therefore my whole day is ruined, you're screwed. If you see your day as every moment that I'm in the now is a new opportunity to change the whole outcome for my day, that gives you hope. So what I said this morning, I said, okay, it's 9 a.m. I've got a lot more hours today. I've got 15 more hours today. They're not going to be ruined because of this past half an hour. And I said, okay, now we reset. You just say, you can say something like, I'm waking up now. We're starting the day now. We start fresh. Everything that's happened this morning does not matter anymore. Because at the end of the day, stress happens when you're too much in your headspace and not in your present physical body. So if you can always find yourself and bring yourself to the present moment, whether it's through breathing, whether it's through reminding yourself of where you are right now, whether it's, for example, me saying, hey, let's start over, clean slate. So if you want to do an energy swipe, you can swipe it away, do whatever you need to do, and just start over. So these are the 3 things that I do. And I allow myself now to cry and just not push through. If your body is screaming to you so much, or you're so tense that you're on the verge of crying, please listen to that. Please allow yourself to feel that and just process it, because take it from my experience, bottling it up will only lead to a bigger explosion. So yeah, and now I feel great. I'm so excited about today. I'm excited to get into this exercise that we're going to go through now. So the way I'm going to structure it is, it's 2 exercises that can go together, or you can do one or the other. And the first one is, I'm going to ask you to remember a specific time that you felt stressed. We'll ramp that feeling up. We'll release that feeling. We'll have like 2 more songs. I can just explain how the exercise. Okay, we're going to envision a memory of you being super stressed recently. We're going to put a really intense song first. In this song, I want you guys to express, scream, punch, however hard you want to do. Don't worry if you're going to look stupid. I'm probably going to look stupid, and you guys are going to be watching this, so it's okay. Don't worry. This is not about how you appear. This is about like getting it all out. You can punch as hard as you want the sofa. You can jump on your bed. I did this on my bed and I was jumping super hard. And after this, I'm gonna do, and by the way, this is an exercise. I want to give her credits because she's amazing, and this exercise has helped so much. It's from, again, Mami Anami. She goes through this in one of her healing journeys, and I think I do this every week. So thank you so much. And yeah, and then the second exercise, we're just going to be the second song, just pretty much after that, just like let it happen. Like let whatever feelings come up from that rage, because once you're building up the rage and you're resurfacing it, you might start to cry, you might start to laugh, you might start to scream. So we've got a more calming song afterwards. We can just express yourself without judging and let it all happen. And after that, we'll just come back to the present moment, and we'll do a tapping exercise where we'll do the EFT tapping technique, where you tap on certain pressure points. So when you tap on specific points, pressure points, it sends a message into your nervous system to relax and to not produce even more adrenaline. So EFT is amazing to clear certain traumatic memories so that you don't have the physical experience today. It also is very like an amazing tool to release the emotions and to reduce certain impacts of emotional energy that you have in you. This is an exercise that I used to do with my therapist like from years back, and ever since I did it even one session, it instantly caused my panic attacks from being around taller people to stop, like instant. And this work, the tapping work, is pretty instant in your subconscious. So yeah, I just want to go through the rounds of what we're going to do. So we're going to tap from here on this side of your hands. Then from here, once we've done the 3 rounds with the statement, we go into your eyebrow bone up here. Then we go to the side of the eyes, and I'll guide you through this. Then we go underneath, upper lip, underneath your chin, by your collarbones, like underneath your collarbones. There's this space here. That's where you're gonna tap. Under your shoulder, like here. Oh, that feels nice. And then up here. And once we've done that, deep breath. All right, guys, I hope you're ready. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna play the angry song. You're gonna get all of your anger out on this pillow. You're gonna beat the craps out of it. And please, if you're my friend, do not make fun of me and screenshot after this. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about how you're gonna look. I'm doing this on camera right now. Let's go. Right, ready? I'm gonna do it in my instant. Then you can throw it, you can go. And just think about that experience. Just get all your anger out. Ow. And then you can go like this. You can punch. You can get up. Keep going, guys, keep going. And then this is where you can jump. You can go like that. You can jump with your whole body on the bed. Go like this. You can scream. You can go, keep going. Okay. See, that was quick. Now just sit with it and let everything that needs to come up, come up. If you need to cry, it's okay. And if I need to cry, it's okay. Just sit. Whatever your body feels like you need to do, just do it. If you need to lay down in a certain way, And now you can do whatever you need. So I like to just flow. And don't worry about looking a certain way. You can just do what feels natural. Get up and just feel your body and flow. And come back to the present. That was amazing. Thank you. So, how do you feel? Wow. How do you feel? I was about to start bawling, crying, but then I thought I didn't know how to switch off the mic, so I just said I can do my session later. Yeah, you can pick whatever songs you need to pick, but just pick the first one to be like super aggressive. The longer, if you need to do longer, do it for longer, it's okay. Now we're going to take 3 deep breaths. We're going to bring ourselves to the present, and now we're going to start tapping. So for this part of the exercise, I want you guys to remember the feeling that we just had of anger. If it's still in your body, just feel where it is. If not, just remember the last time you felt stressed, angry, stressed, frustrated. Just remember that last time. Feel it in your body. We're going to do 3 deep breaths, and we ramp that feeling up to 10, or just remember the same feeling that you had when you were beating the pillow. And in the 3 breaths, we ramp it up to a 10. And it's going to be uncomfortable, very uncomfortable in your body, but we're going to then tap it up, okay? Now, you might start to cry, you might start to feel emotional, you've got the feeling wrapped up in your body. What we're going to do is going to start tapping. So what we need to do is acknowledge the feeling, and we say, even though, we do a statement 3 times where it goes, even though blank, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though right now I feel so stressed and my body feels very tight, my body feels very tense, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Repeat after me, okay? Even though I feel so stressed and my body feels tight right now, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel so much stress and pressure in my body right now, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though Right now, I feel a lot of stress and tension in my body. I know that this is not permanent, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. This stress in my body, I feel so stressed. My body feels so tense. I feel so stressed. The stress that it's in my body right now. I feel so tight. I feel so stressed. My body feels very tense right now. I feel this stress. My body feels very tight. It feels very strong. I accept this feeling right now in my body. I am so stressed right now. My body feels stressed and tight. I feel like I can't breathe. Everything feels so overwhelming. Stress. How, from 0 to 10, how do you feel in your body right now? How does this stress feel right now? For me, it's a 9. I feel very tense. All right, now we're going to keep going and we're going to reduce it. Even though right now, I feel very stressed in my body, I accept that this is not a permanent feeling, and I accept this is temporary. Even though my body right now feels very tense and I feel tense, I know this is not permanent and it will soon go away. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though my body feels tight, I'm working on releasing this stress. Even though right now my body is stressed and tense, I can already feel it fading away. The stress is going. I am releasing the stress and tension in my body. I understand this stress is only temporary and it's already fading away. I release the stress that's holding in my body. I release the stagnant energy. I let go. I let go. I let go. This stress is no longer in my body. The stress from this particular memory is being released. The stress that this memory or this event has caused me is being released and is decreasing as we speak. I'm releasing the stress that this event caused me. I feel calm. I feel peaceful. I breathe deeply and I can relax. I am present. Say whatever comes to your mind now in the last round, okay? Whatever you need to say, just say it. I am at peace. I no longer worry. This stress has no hold over my body. I am relaxed. I can drop my shoulders and the tension fades away. I am no longer stressed. This event no longer has a stressful impact on me. I acknowledge that at the time I felt stress and I release it. I release all the tension. I deeply and completely love myself. I love myself. I deeply and completely accept and love myself. Now we're going to do another round of positive affirmations. I love myself deeply. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of calm. I am worthy of peace. Peaceful energies flow through me. I am relaxed. I find my life to be easy. I'm at ease with this event. I love myself deeply and completely, and I accept myself. I am here. I am here in the now, in the present moment. Keep saying the statement. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. And I love my body. I love my spirit. I love my energy. I love who I am. I love peace. I am peace. Now, on a scale from 1 to 10, how do you feel right now? 2? Amazing. That's my how I feel right now. I feel very relaxed. I feel very calm. So, let me see. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. All right. So now what I want you guys to do is to just go and maybe journal, write down a few, or maybe don't write down, just talk to yourself and speak out loud. What are things that help you relax and calm down? And what are things that you can do the next time that you feel stressed? So this exercise that we did clears the most recent episode, but you can also go back and think about the first time you ever felt that way. This would be the part 2, I guess. And you would just remember this feeling, this current feeling, and remember when was the first time you remember that feeling, and you'll sit until you get an answer. You say, no, I don't care about food, I don't care about doing anything else. When was the first time I felt this way? And just get all the memory and details. We've done this exercise in the first 2 episodes, so go back to that as well. So remember the first time you ever felt that way, and this is how you would clear it. So you would say statements like, even though I dropped my work laptop, or I dropped my mom's laptop as a kid and she yelled at me, I deeply, completely love myself. And you just go through that clearing exercise. And we come to an end to today's episode. I hope that this has been very insightful and helpful to you guys, and I hope you can use these exercises to reduce the stress levels in your body and to just learn how to self-heal. One of the main things I want you guys to take from Soul Revival is learn how to revive your own soul, revive your own heart, and learn how to heal from within yourself. Because you don't need a therapist. You might need one temporarily, but you can do it yourself. And I want you guys to learn the tools, because once you know how to heal, you'll be fine. Like once you know how your body works and how your energy works and what you need to do, you got this. And on that note, thank you so much. Don't forget to comment down below your experiences today, and I would like for you guys to subscribe and turn the notification bell on. That way you can be updated for your my next episode. Thank you for coming today. Bye.